Welcome! The time is now. It's Ironsworn time. It's time to play my favorite tabletop RPG. I'm going to restart this real quick and then shout out this amazing work that we're listening to right now. Shoutouts. 1. Uno. Ironsworn. It's a great game. It's made by Sean Tompkin. Thank you, Sean, for providing your amazing game. Thank you. And the music tonight is by danheimmusic.com, who is also very courteous and allowing us to use this amazing work. My screen looks extra mega zoomed in. I want to know why my Roll20 screen. Let me just select this and oh yeah, why so zoomed in? Zoom out a little bit there, Roll20. Relax. No reason to see all the extras, but okay. I don't know why that got huge. Yeah, right about there is good. Okay, cool. Very good. We can... Oh, I never had it locked. Okay, that's whatever. Cool. We are stepping back into our campaign, episode 11 of Boss Bleat and His Many Journeys. I'm very excited to get in on this. This is gonna be a good time. I'm into it. 3 minutes, 29 seconds. Cool. I want to make sure that time was correct. I just coughed in my hand. Don't do that. Gross. Elbow. Don't be like me. Be better than me. Alright. Cool. We are going to set up our journal really quick. This is something I was already doing. And make sure we have it ready for this session. Since this is technically session 10 for Boss. Episode 11 in all. Because we did some other stuff, which was fun. And then we're just going to take from the journal example. I was going to do most of this off stream, but I figured I'm already late. Might as well start it. Ugh. Alright, cool. There is our journal. Ready to go. And then we have our previous journal. Also ready to go. We figure out what happened last time. So, it's been a week. It's been a week since we touched into the world of Ironsword, into the world of Boss Bleed, and our version of this wonderful universe. And this wonderful game that has been laid out for us. Last time, things were kind of normal. We had a good episode. For the first time ever, I rolled well. I didn't get a single miss. I couldn't believe the luck that I had. It was a little crazy. I'm just going to read my last entry here as a small recap of what was happening, because we did make a lot of moves at the end here. And if I sound like I have a little bit of a lisp or like a weird thing going on, I just had a tooth removed, so it might sound a little bit weird. Sorry. I'm just noticing it now because I don't usually talk that much, this much during my day, so I don't really notice it. But, yes. The road was kind to us. It offered us some travelers with information. They followed the way of the giants to a nomadic lifestyle. This is me, right? Yeah. Okay, interesting. Yeah, this is what happened. They followed the way of the giants in a nomadic lifestyle. We traded for a promise of vengeance to slay some wolves that took their child 3 days behind them. There were many questions as to how they lost the kid, but we needed to keep moving, and the information on the road ahead was good. What's a few wolves? That's right, we had wolves to deal with. I'll go over an overarching thing, but I want to just recap this to get me back in the headspace. As we made our way there, we found evidence of the situation being a little more complicated than that. Varu were involved, so not wolves. Much more dangerous. We pushed forward to a thick, inaccessible wood. Inside, no doubt, is the lair of these creatures. We swore upon iron, so we must enter. Vengeance will be swift. And then I noted here what to do when to get back. Detail the inaccessible forest. Enter and find the Varu. Enter in, find the Varu, deal with the situation. Okay, I didn't put any commas there. Maybe diplomacy? Probably not, though, because of vengeance. did! Ironsworn! Yeah, big, it's Ironsworn time. We're jumping in. Welcome, by the way. Very, very welcome, my friend. So that is what happened last time. We are on a very large overarching journey with our characters up in the corner here, Boss Bleat and Kataka, to make it to the north. The goal of said journey is to reach a chapel trapped in time to heal Boss's curse. Boss has been infected by Starforge's Black Iron, which we have decided in our world is quite sentient and quite evil, and he is hoping to remove said curse from his person. He got it back in the main town where we started in Fool's Fall, and it has followed him ever since. So we are hoping to make it to the north via one of our NPCs giving us a quest, Kataka, to make an extreme journey to the what is it, the Veiled Mountains, very, very far away. So we're still on that journey. But we are almost through the Haven, which is a kind of hilly area. Wait, there's some description here. Havens, right here. Am I okay? I am okay. I have had a cough for the last 2 or 3 months. I don't show any other symptoms, so I don't think I have anything actually, but I have just had this cough non-stop for 3 months. It goes away eventually, like mostly I think it's an anxiety cough because it just sort of shows up and then goes away when I'm either drunk or if I'm on gas from the dentist, which I just got back from. But I am doing perfectly fine. I have no fever, nothing else, so we all good. I should get a mask though, because I do not want to cough in public. I hate doing that. So going out is a little rough. But rolling hills and rocky bluffs, pockets of dense wood, thick with shadow, walled settlements, verdant heaths, wide rivers navigated by wary boatmen, long, harsh winters. Good luck with that, yeah. People don't like when people cough in public, so I need to, hopefully, my mom's gonna send me a cloth mask in the mail, so something to just put on so people feel more comfortable. You're not supposed to wear a mask if you're not actually sick, but actually some people are saying everyone should just wear a mask, so I think that's also a really good idea if you can get one. It's not a bad idea. So we are cutting our way through the Havens, and we're almost through to the other side. We've almost made it out of here. We've got some really good information from some nomadic travelers who follow the way of the giants. My bad, I was late. I got caught up in Iron Farm. Oh, you're good, man. You're good. What's Iron Farm? In an Iron Farm. Interesting. I don't know what that is. We're cutting our way through. We've made it to just the edge of the Havens proper, and we are on a quest for those nomadic giants who gave us this wonderful path to avenge their taken child, or their murdered child, by a tribe of Varu wolfmen who live inside of this very dense, very thick forest, which we're going to detail and name now and totally make it a delve. We are totally delving today. I'm so into it. You can make an iron farm in Minecraft. Oh, okay, yeah, Minecraft. That's what you're talking about. Cool. I was like, Iron Farm? Is there a mode in Ironsworn I don't know about? You get a bunch of people together and you're all playing at the same time. That'd be fun. We are at the edge of this forest, and we have to figure it out. We have to detail it. We've got to put it together, make a delve, go in, and deal with the situation that we're dealing with. Our current quest should have some nice outlines for us. Avenge the Nomads. The journey was 1 to 3, which I think we completed, honestly. Let me look at Boss's character sheet here. We made 2 legs of the journey. Interesting. I thought we were going to make 3. Did we forget to mark? Because it was a dangerous quest, right? I think we forgot to mark our last one, because I believe we reached the edge. Or maybe we reached the edge of the forest and then we decided that the next was... I might just have to break this up. Yeah. I think we were going to go through the forest as a journey too, but I think it's 1 to 2 journey, and I think it's 3 delve. And then kill the Varu. Kill/negotiate, because that's also an option, I feel like. with the Varu, and then find any remains of the baby if we can. Hopefully. That would be really, really cool. I would be all about that. So... what is boss looking like? 3, 3, and 5. Oof. Okay, great. Well, I think we just need to detail this this wood that we made. I'm gonna just jump right into that. I think that's what we're doing. It's been a little while since I've played, so I got to get back into the swing of things. It's only been a week, but it feels like it's been forever since I've gotten to play this. Every day feels so long. I believe in boss. I do too. I think that we can. We had such a good session last session. I think we can carry that luck forward. Knock on plastic wood. So let's get some descriptors and stuff. Let's get a name to this place as well, which I think would be good. Let's do a quick settlement name and take either the first or second and call it like Wood or something. Greatwood. I don't know. Hillwood? I almost like Hillwood. Hillwood sounds pretty cool. So this forest, I'm definitely thinking it is in the... It is definitely located... Let me do like small. Yeah. I believe we're talking about like a really small thicket of wood. Turn it a little bit. And I think it like just borders the edge. It might even be a little smaller than that. Yeah. Just about there. And then we'll just do maybe just some quick like pieces, because usually woods aren't always one perfect chunk. Yeah. Yeah, cool. And this is a forest, so we're gonna copy this bad boy, paste it here. And this is called HIllwood, which I actually really like the name of. And we'll just mark that HIllwood. Clink! So there's HIllwood. And I think HIllwood is going to totally 100% be a delve. So I think we need to go into detailing it as such correctly if we can. So let's make it a site. I think that's what we need to do. Let's close the Whispering Mines, because we never want to go back there ever again forever. Hillwood Vale, I think. Hillwood Vale is almost better. Yeah. Hillwood Vale, I like this. Never ever. It'll come back to us. We'll have like a dream sequence and we'll have to delve into the Whispering Mines once again. No! Save me from this place. No. No, no, no. We go into the Hillwood Vale and it's just another Iron Revenant just waiting to destroy us. Oh, nice elbow cough. Thanks, Limited. I appreciate that, my man. Objective. Oh, yeah, okay. So, we know what our objective is for this. Did we get the actual details of this sucker, like, out? I think we... Because, like, in my descriptor, it sounded like we actually did get this thing, like, described. Like, we have to do some book work here. Alright, we have to actually make this place a location that makes sense. So, so I'm thinking that it is... It's like both. It's I think Hillwood is the name of the wood itself, but the Hillwood Vale is the act, because this is both a settlement locale, and it is also a site. So we have to do just a little bit of stuff. That's what I love about this game. Just like the writing that you get to do. So let's do the descriptors for Hillwood, and I think I already said it was inaccessible. I think we already figured that out from session 9. Let me get session 9 out. So would a settlement be nearby? Be nearby the Hillwood? I don't know. If it is, it's a Varu settlement and it's inside of the Hillwood. We don't really know the details of that yet. I think the woods itself is going to be a site, like a delve site, at the same time that it's going to be a locale in the game. But I don't know if there's a settlement inside. I think we'll have to figure that out when we go into the delve, because I think that's an option for like some of the tables. As we made our way there, we found evidence of the situation being a little more complicated than that. Varu were involved, so not wolves, much more dangerous. We pushed forward into a thick, inaccessible wood. So thick and inaccessible. This was definitely the descriptors. So it's thick, inaccessible, and I also think that Varu live here. Yep. So I don't know if I'm going to go into detailing it much beyond there. I feel like once we actually get in there, we'll be able to add to this. But I just wanted to get HIllwood in the locale list, and it's also going to be a site. But the site is going to be named HIllwood Vale. And I wonder if we need descriptors for the site itself. I feel like it's just going to be the same. Maybe let's add a little bit more. Thick, inaccessible. And then let's just get like another one. Just because like I feel like the site itself should be a little extra, because we're not traversing this entire wood. I feel like those first two, thick and inaccessible, does everything for the entire HIllwood. That is everything. But the actual Vale site that we're diving into might have some extra features. So let's take a look at that. Location descriptor, cool. Just figure out some, maybe one or two extra. Forgotten. Ooh, I actually really like that. Forgotten. The Vale is forgotten. So how do we get in there? It is forgotten. I mean, we've gotten directions to it, so that's maybe part of it. Maybe that's part of the delve, is actually finding the actual site itself, which is interesting. Now I'm like really playing with whether this whole woods is a delve or not. So it's interesting. I think like parts of it are forgotten. I think actually finding the Vale itself is going to be like the end game for the delve. That's where the Varu are. So HIllwood Vale, we got an extra thing to it. It's forgotten. Let's actually let's power this up as a site here. We are going to avenge the death. Oh, wait. What is the objective? Is reach the Varu. God, how do you spell Varu? Varu. I'm probably getting this wrong, but I don't have that name on hand. Reach the Varu. Vengeance. One way or another. Either force them to give up the baby, or there is a place the travelers traveled through, but the place they reside is hidden, so we must delve into the forest to find them. That is basically it. That's exactly it, Pig. Thank you for clarifying it. It is we like the Vale. I want to name this site the HIllwood Vale, but the delve itself is getting to the Vale. It's housed inside of HIllwood, which is huge. I'm gonna need to. I forgot. I'm gonna need to get draw.io up here, because that's gonna be how we. Would you like to install a new version? No. Create a new diagram. Yeah, just make it a flowchart. Yeah, let's get a new flowchart here for when we delve. I don't think it's going to be a tough delve either. I can't imagine it being too rockin'. Because the quest we're on is only dangerous, so it's probably a dangerous delve, which makes sense to me. All right, let's pull our themes and our domain. So. Ancient feels like it makes sense. Fortified also makes sense. But let me see what it... No, it has like commanders here. I'd say dangerous. Yeah, dangerous makes sense because it's on a dangerous quest itself. Wild super makes sense. A wild... yeah. A wild Tanglewood. I think it's a wild Tanglewood. Like, I can't... Hollowed, haunted, fortified, corrupted, ancient. I think it's just wild. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, that makes sense to me. So let's get wild out. Naturally fortified and protected by forests. I mean, the only rough thing is the fortified features give like a camp or quarters, guarded location, storage or repository, work or training area, command center or leadership. It's definitely implying, like, I can see that being in the Vale itself, but I almost, goddamn, I almost feel like, we're making a site out of the woods, and the Vale is just a destination in the site. So I don't, yeah, but not the delve. Yeah, I think the delve is, we are literally making a delve out of HIllwood. I just want to call it HIllwood Vale because it sounds so much fucking cooler. I like that name. But I think when we're picking for the delve, we should pick to describe the region, the location, the landscape that we're going across. And though fortified fits, it only fits at the end. So if I was to roll on here, it would be a little weird. If the whole woods was the Vale, maybe. But wild, yeah, wild Tanglewood feels like it makes sense. Let me just see here. Shadowfen. I'm like really tempted, and I know this is crazy, to put a delve within a delve. Like the forest is a delve, and then the Vale is a delve. I don't know if I need to do that. I feel like that's unnecessary. Because I'm not even thinking of the Vales that big. I'm thinking of the Vales like a circle, like a circlet area that's like open up with like some ancient ruins around it kind of thing. I can't imagine it being complex. But it could be something cooler. I feel like that's kind of a stereotypical thing for a Vale. Let me see. Tanglewood, Tanglewood, Tanglewood. Is Tanglewood missing? Nope, there it is. It's just a little further down. I just want to get these on the map because it makes my life easier. I thought the Vale would be like a dungeon or something like that bandit camp. Yeah, it feels like it would be. It might be like a delve within a delve, but like I think to go easy on us, we can just sort of frame it as a part of the delve itself. Like I said, I think the Vale is the end destination. It's where we're trying to reach. It's where we're trying to get, and it's a part of the delve. But the forest is like the whole thing, like where we're traveling into. I think constitutes as the whole thing. So we got Tanglewood and Wild, which makes sense to me. We honestly, here's the thing that you can do, and I forgot that you can do this. This game is so liberal about this. We're gonna add Fortified. We're going to add Fortified. You can have double themes. We're going to put Fortified in because it makes sense. And I think that the Vale could definitely be actual Fortified. We'll just have two themes, and we'll choose from the appropriate theme. Exactly. I feel like that would work perfectly. Ooh, my chair is pushed out of the way. And then we don't have to worry about doing like a second delve or anything too crazy, which I think works perfectly. So let's get... where is it? Right there. Yeah, I forgot that you can do something like this. Like you can double up on stuff. And also change it, depending. So I think it's fortified. It's wild in some parts, it's fortified in others. Because some of the wild's going to be that good woods. Okay. So, over to the site, we're going to do theme is... probably wild first, because fortified is just going to be at the end. Fortified. And by fortified, I think it's just... I don't think it actually has fortifications. I think it's just the amount of Varu protecting the Vale. I think also, like... I think that's probably where the wilds is the thickest. So it probably has a natural fortification of just, like, dense, extra dense woods. So those would be natural fortifications, which I think is really cool. And Tanglewood, which is our domain without a doubt, because that is 100% what we are dealing with, and it is a dangerous situation, for sure. And let's come up with some denizens that we think are in here. So I'm gonna quick pull up Ironsworn generator. and get some nice baddies in the game. And remember, it is at least a dozen of them. Oh, yep. Oh, yeah. Multiple Varu. So we could put it right on here right now. I don't think it's very common or common, but I think they are, because they're mostly going to be in the Vale. I think they are in the uncommon section 100%. I'm just gonna put them right there. We're just gonna do one for each. So let's do some basic animals for this location. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, give me an animal. A bear. That makes sense. It makes sense that there would be just a straight up bear in here. Well, I think they're probably common bears. We're gonna do one more regular animal. Wolf. I mean, yeah. why wouldn't that be in here? Come on. Centuries for the Varu. Absolutely. Let's do a beast. An elder beast. Oh, we know it's gonna be like an elder wolf, 100%. We'll put that at rare. I'm only gonna fill out about 5. Let's see what we do with them. And then let's do a horror. A bone walker. Roll again. Frostbound. I like Frostbound. Frostbound makes sense. So unforeseen is Frostbound. What would the Frostbound be doing in here? I mean, it could be like, I believe Frostbounds are, they're an interesting character type. Let me see. Foes and encounters, animals, horrors, Frostbound. Yeah, some who fall prey to the long winters or the wild storms of the northern region are given a horrible new life as a Frostbound. These animated corpses are cursed to forever seek out the warmth their death took from them. So we got maybe an undead in here somewhere. Plus it's close to the mountains. It's true. We're only 2 regions away from the mountains. So cool, I think we've got it. So now that we've set up where this place is and what it is we're here to do effectively, I think we can officially jump into the narrative and start making some rolls and getting lots of misses and fucking up, because that's the name of the game. Let me get these bad boys sort of lined up so I can see them and access them easily. Yeah, come over here. Beep. All right, cool. Yep, we're right on the edge. So yeah, I think our first scene, our camera pulls out. It starts in the woods, and our camera would just pull. God, my thing is like cutting so hard over here. Beep 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 beep. Come on, boss. Things are looking good. Yeah, he can do it. So yeah, our camera starts inside of the forest, and we can see the mist sort of curling around the edges of the actual picture frame. And as it pulls out, it breaks away from the woods, and it was just so thick and like so claustrophobic and condensed. You could feel like the pine like so close to you. You could see the green pines that just sort of like there's no room for this camera to move without it like hitting it, and it sifts out, and it's just that's how it's like coming out of a wall of like a straight like wall of green, black and mist. And as it pulls out, we get like a nice long shot, very Lord of the Rings, Two Towers with Fangorn Forest, where they're at the edge and you can sort of see the edge line. I love that shot. And we can just sort of see the edge and just sort of the difference, the line to be crossed by Boss and Kataka. And we see them sitting there, probably standing, looking in awe at the tall trees of this place. Very, very tall trees. And I think we hear Boss yell out, hello, and then like gives him just one of these like right in the side. Just like, I thought that it would be a good first try, you know. Maybe they're just waiting. Maybe they'll just come out. And then she'll probably look. I mean, I'm gonna steal a line from Kipo, a really good Netflix show that everybody should watch. Where she looks at me and says, "Don't ring the dinner bell." I go, "All right. I just thought, maybe we could save ourselves from going inside." And she immediately just kind of like moves forward, and I'm like, "You don't want to look around and see if maybe there is a better spot? Okay, you're going in." All right. And I just, I look and I say, "How do I get myself into situations like this? Just some water. Just some water. Better talk to them. We'll be good." And then, like, I'm sitting there talking to myself outside the forest, and we hear an echo come back from Kataka from inside. Just like, "You better come, little man. You might die out there alone." And I just go, "I'm coming. I'm coming." And I immediately just catch up with her. And I think we're starting our delve into the Hillwood, our dangerous delve into this very creepy place. And like, yeah, I think like getting in is very just like like trying to like get in, and I'm just imagining this just unbelievably mythically dense, just like not being able to see 2 feet in front of your face kind of situation, like at most maybe 5 or 10 feet, but at that point it's almost as thick as a jungle kind of situation, but we're dealing with very alpine forest situation. So I think that's interesting. Like the fucking like litter of pines are on the ground, and you can hear them crunching on your feet, and the mist kind of curls around them, and so when you're crunching under the mist, it almost sounds like bones or some shit. Like, yeah, this place is creepy. I almost should have gone haunted too, but we're sticking with what we got. Wild, oh, man, haunted sounds so much cooler than wild, but wild fits. God, that sounds satisfying though, the crunching. Yeah, now that I'm like describing it. Okay, I'll ask the Oracle. I think it's 50-50. I want to know if it's haunted or wild. We could easily switch this out. Oracle. Is it haunted? It is. Okay, it's haunted, it's not wild. We're gonna cut wild. It makes sense, because like it's already a forest. I don't know if it needs to be wild. I feel like it's already implied. Tanglewood's gonna give us all that we need. I think haunted makes a hell of a lot more sense to me. So choose haunted. Okay, cool. Interesting. Yeah, some of these are cool. I can already tell. And I think it's like haunted by the Varu. I don't know if it's like ghosts as much as it is the Varu's presence. Like I don't think we're dealing with like normal like werewolf men. I think they're very spiritual. I think they're very mysterious. I think they use magic. I think they appear as ghosts sometimes. They have a way to like I think Varu have like a mist form. Like I'm imagining them as very mythical creatures. And if they go into like a mist form, I'm just imagining like it's their form almost in a ghostly type, but it's almost like colored with like very Pocahontas colors of the wind when you can see like the shapes moving in the leaves. So I think they can like move from tree to tree. They can like almost like phase step through shit. So it's like haunted by the presence of the Varu. Like them just being there is very creepy, very supernatural, and I like that. I like theming them that way. That makes them a little bit cooler than just your average I'm a wolf man. Yeah, I'm not mentioning they have shamans and shit. I love that. All right, I'm stalling hard because it's my favorite thing to do in this game, and now the creeped out vibe hits me. Yeah, like imagining them just like moving through. Do I have creepy Denheim? Denheim Roku. Yeah, this is pretty good. It'll probably pick up a little too hard halfway through, but I can already sort of hear that crunching. I don't like it. All right. So, and I'm gonna have to turn it down like immediately because I know this one picks up like really hard. Ooh, yeah, that's what I want. That's the creepy shit that I want. So, yeah, we are making the move. We are... How far into the stream before I actually make a move in this game? 36 minutes. I just put a timestamp on my YouTube video. Finally makes a move. We're discovering a site, which we already did. We already marked it. We know what it is. We're not returning to a previous site, and we're delving the depths with our girl. So let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, we're cutting through. We can hear the pine needles crunch under the mist. Everywhere you go, there's like no space. You're always pushing something out of the way, and there's always this sense, because since you're pushing past all of these branches, they kind of sway in your wake. But when they sway for a while, so it's a constant hearing something behind you and looking back. And when you look back, it's just this fucking tunnel of green. And you can, hey, you just gotta let your imagination run wild and enjoy the scenery. Exactly, that is this game. But yeah, you look back, and I think we get a scene of Boss just like looking back, and we can just, it's just like the movement left over in the branches that it's enough to be like, those couldn't still be moving from me. No, they must be. They must be. And it's like, it's so creepy to like see the branches swaying behind you and like hear them and be like, okay, it's just from me moving through. Those are from me a moment ago. Let's just keep moving. And it's, Kataka! How far ahead are you? I can't see you. And I hear a voice. Little man, you need to keep up. Come on. And it's like, yeah, and like, it's probably a moment where I don't see her for a while. And then I finally do catch up with her, but it's hard to like keep her in vision with just how thick everything is. So let's make our first delve. What are we doing it with? Not with haste, not with stealth or trickery, because it's really hard to be stealthy here. Now let's roll observation, intuition, and expertise. I feel like it has to be wits in this first part that I've described, because busting through here is, I mean, it takes your wits to stay on your heels. You know, getting through this shit makes complete sense. I don't know if I can illustrate an advantage in this moment. I actually could. I'm gonna illustrate an advantage first, because I want to see if I can get it. Starting off, I'm going to try my best to keep close to Kataka, not lose her ahead of me, and use her as a waypoint to keep moving forward without tripping up and falling behind. So this is the episode where Kataka gets back at me and leaves my ass behind. It's probably why she's not waiting very much. So let's secure advantage, and I think this is, unfortunately edge. Speed, agility, precision, I'm trying to keep up with her. It's very unfortunately the edge roll. So let's see how this looks. Alright! How about use your flying knives to cut a clearer path? Oh! That also works. I actually like, that's almost better than what I did, than what I described. Yeah, I do that, Pig, 100%. Instead of just sort of laying this advantage completely on Kataka, and keeping up with her. Yeah, I think we see him pull out the spinning blade, break it into 3 pieces, and start chopping away. And there's probably a moment where Kataka pauses, like, why are you making so much racket? This is, I can't, I just need to move some of this out of the way to be able to get through, okay? I guess we're surrounded. Just say, try to keep it down. And I say, alright. And I just sort of like letting them spin, chopping away some of the smaller branches to make the path a little better. Yeah, Boss has to show that he can pull his own weight. Exactly. So make another move now and add +1. I definitely want to do that. So this is our previous move. We're doing with wits, and we're adding, this is the Delve the Depths, and we're adding a 1. This never happens. This is not normal. Strong hit. You delve deeper, mark progress, find an opportunity. Oh, okay. Kind of off theme for the beginning of this place. I described the place to be very creepy, but I guess we just fucking cut through. Yeah, Pig believes in me, so boss can do it. Yeah, I think we pushed through. I think me cutting away some of the pieces, I get my blades ahead of Kataka and make the path easier for her too. And she probably mumbles out a thank you that I barely hear. And I go, what? And she says, nothing, and just keeps moving forward. So I am pulling a little bit of weight. Yeah, I did it. And we get to discover an opportunity, which is super fucking duper good. So let's figure out what that is about. Find an opportunity is when you encounter a helpful situation or feature within a sight, roll in the following table. If you are making this move as a result of a strong hit on the Delta Depths, you can pick or envision an opportunity instead of rolling. So this is the bonus we get, and then this is the detail of what that bonus means. Probably going to do the take action now. And let's see, I can choose. Ooh, the clue is pretty good. I like it. I like how all the good rolls happen when you stay away from Shadow. I know. What the fuck? Oh, marks by the Varu that make it easier to find. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's my first. When I rolled over, a clue offers insider direction. I think yeah, it makes sense. So let's make another move now and take +1, and then if we get it, we get momentum on the hit. The momentum is, we're probably gonna do a gather info, maybe something like that. But I want to kind of describe where I want to see where this mark is, location wise, and sort of start our journey here on this. The Edgewood. And then let's bump that up. So the Edgewood is kind of the entry that we're going through right now, and we will describe what this next part is. Yeah, I want like a location descriptor of where this mark is at. Yeah, give me a little. So I could do location itself. No. I think a descriptor. No, location might work better. Yeah, it's gonna be location. A moor. A tract of open, uncultivated upland, a heath. Give me an image. Wait, how? In the woods? Actually, I like this. So, a lot of these pictures show them a lot larger, but I think we find an opening that forms a moor. Yeah, I think we find an uphill tract of land and an opening, an uncharacteristic opening in the thicket of the wood. And immediately upon arriving in this space, in this open space, we can see that we haven't reached, another side or anything. The wood surrounds this opening. This is more of land that sort of pushes up, and we'd have to climb. But it's at an angle. It's at an angle at which we can see, carved into this probably 100-foot plot of open land, this huge fucking symbol in with like stones. I think we can see a Varu symbol right in the stones of this area, and on each stone, the individual stone that makes this huge symbol, there are smaller symbols on the stones, and it dominates this open area. Probably only like 50 to 100 feet diameter, but it's interesting. It's interesting to pop out into this area. What do we call this? What's the name of this bad boy? Oh yeah, kill that. Let me get here. Perfect. Yeah, because this is the next sort of location here. Oh, we got to roll in the features table. Let's roll in the features table. Mega large and in charge. Yeah, we got to roll in the actual cards that we have to get some more details. I don't know why I rolled on Location Oracle, but I still like this idea. I like more. I think we're just going to do 1D 100 and see where we get. 58 for features. A waterway. Oh, okay. Still a moor. Still a rune on top of it, made out of stones. But running down the center is what looks to be like a little, like it's a creek, basically, like a small rapid, and you can see that the water runs right through. Oh no, the water runs along this. It's not, yeah, stones that line the water, but the waterway is the rune. Weird, but cool. So there's this waterway that pours out of the top of the moor, and it comes down, and it's only probably, it's the size of a creek kind of situation, but it carves into the earth and shapes the rune, and there are stones lining either side of it. It's super purposeful. So we know it's like a Varu artifact thing. And as we approach, I think we can see, like, within the water, there looks to be small, like, beads of light. So just like the hint of magic coming downstream. And we can just see that the water itself is not natural. And it's coming downstream. And I think that's our... are they getting fresh water from the runestones? Yeah, maybe the runestones themselves are creating fresh water. Oh, you just gave me a really cool idea, Pig. This is how we know the direction. The waterway is moving through, forming the full rune on the hillside. It's got the stones on either side, but the water is running up the moor. It is going in an unnatural direction. That's how we know it's magical. That's the direction we have to go. They're purifying water through these runes and sending it to them. So we have found their water source, and we're heading forward. I love that. So I think it's the rune waterway. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I love that. So yeah, I think we get a scene of us arriving in this area. Like, we hear that, like, I think we see the woods themselves, and we see the blades start to just chop away at the side until it just sort of opens like a hole in the wood line, and Kataka comes out the other side. We see her face immediately, and then Boss right behind her, and they're sort of looking around, like she's got this, you know, the brow heavy down, like looking at the opening and then seeing the whole situation, then Boss seeing it. I think they just take a moment of awe just to sort of look at the situation, and as they get closer, they see that the water is running up. It sounds way too good for a strong hit. That's like an opportunity. For the water, but it's too cool not to use. I think we assume that the water leads straight to them. We know that we're getting an advantage here, but I think this is at the very least a sign that we're heading in the right direction. I don't know if the waterway is a direct path to them, but I think it's a direct path to another clue. We're on the right path initially, I believe. It would be an opportunity if we were just like, well, bam, there they are. We fucking found them. Advantage to every roll after this. We're crushing it. So yeah, I think we're safe. I think we're safe. But I get to make another move right now, and I think we see the water. It's going upstream. Kataka puts her hands in it. Immediately, we see the splash go up against it, and she says, "Not natural. Without a doubt, Varu. They're using this river for something." "Yes, but what could that be?" Yeah. Could be using it for their own drink, but I imagine there are other rivers nearby that could provide the same thing. What makes this so unique or special enough to drown it in so much symbolism? She says, "We should keep moving." Could I just take a moment, please, just to look around and see if maybe I can discover something else? It could help us in the rest of our journey within. She says, "Be quick." He nods his head. And I think we can get a gather info out of this. Because boy, oh boy, do I need some momentum. We need to pull up some momentum before we get to this situation. And if I get a +1 to this roll, and if I do well, I get an extra momentum. So I think it's another wits roll. I think I'm just using my brains. It has to be. And I get a +1 because of our finding opportunity. I got a strong hit with a natural 1. What is this game? 3 strong hits. I have to journal. I have to journal these 3 strong hits. You discover something helpful and specific. The path you must follow or action you must take to make progress is made clear. Envision what you learn. Take 2 momentum. Take 3 momentum because of my find an opportunity. Do we discover that it's their water source? Let's ask the Oracle a little bit. Oh wait, no. We don't need to use these. We can use the Delve Oracles. Aspect and focus. Fortified route. Ooh. Okay. So, yeah, I think we see Boss stepping towards the runes. He's putting his hands across the stones and some of them, and you can see the darkness of the magic that sort of imbues and like holds onto his arms, and it sort of reacts with every touch of the runes. When Boss does honest work, he succeeds, but when he does shady stuff, he bites bullets. It makes sense. It makes sense. So he's running his hands across some of the runes, and you can see how the sort of dark magic reacts and pulls back through his veins with every touch. And he can tell these runes are warded, that this river is protected in some way with magic. And he would speak up and say, I don't know if following the river would be the best idea. These runes go all the way into the forest. I imagine they follow most of the creek. If it leads to anything good, it is protected, whatever it is. And she looked to say, what do you think the magic is? He looks again and sort of reacts. He sees his magic sort of curl back and like twist around almost a little bit. He says, I think if we follow the river, it will throw us off course. I think this is a decoy. We shouldn't take this route. She kind of squints, mistrusting a little bit. I have a bond with her, and I think it's not great. I don't know if I have to test the bond here, but she, because I'm not doing anything terrible, or do I? Let me see here. Let me see here. We're gonna do a journal in just a second. Test the bond. When your bond is tested through conflict, betrayal, or circumstance. Is this a circumstance for her to trust me? Momentum would be fucking amazing. You're in the process of repairing it. I am. For her to trust me that this is the wrong path, though, I think this is a test your bond. See, this is the thing is, on a miss, or if you have no interest in maintaining the relationship, clear the bond and pay the price. I feel like on a miss this wouldn't be bond breaking. Depending on what happens, the result of this would dictate a test your bond. Like if it fucks up, because I've had to make test your bonds with her before. So yeah, that makes sense. So I would say, I think the river is a trap. We should find a different way, another sign perhaps. This is one step deeper. We know they're here, but we should go for the less obvious. She says, that is the smartest thing that you have said since I have met you, Boss Blade. Let's find another path. I feel like if she doesn't listen to Boss, and Boss is right, then the bond should strengthen. Yeah. She doesn't listen and Boss is right. Yeah, the bond could have the potential of strengthening. Yeah, I think in this situation, she probably agrees that this is probably too obvious of a path. She's a bit of a survivor herself. But depending on how this goes, we might have to test the bond. Because if I am right, that means something. So we are going to avoid the fuck out of that, and we're going to push forward. Finding a new path, and then we'll describe it as we go here. So let's continue delving the depths as we try to get to the HIllwood Vale. Now I think it's wits. Wait, no, it was wits first before. It's hard to say it's edge or shadow in this situation. You know what? It might be shadow. I might be able to say it's shadow only because stealth or trickery. We're avoiding the trap. We've noticed the trick. We're taking a different direction in here. Besides, who says you won't come across what's at the end of the creek on a different path? Exactly. Exactly, Pig. I think this is a shadow situation because we are avoiding a danger through basically like it cunning, but not in a wits cunning. In a very like stealthily making our way around. Here goes downhill from shadow. Listen, all right, this is my best stat, man. Like it's hard to like. I can't avoid it. This makes very much sense to me for it to be a shadow roll. So we've got some momentum, which is nice. We're sitting at 6. Spirit's a little low. I'd love to camp, but we're not probably not going to camp unless we get an opportunity to, which we might. That would be good actually, because we're going deep into here. You got a natural disadvantage with shadow at this point. Nuh-uh. See, you see that? Look at that. Take this. That's pretty green. So far, 4 strong hits, by the way. No. Oh yeah, I have to journal these first 3. So let's get that done. I was talking about doing it. Okay, I'll give you that one. This is the best beginning of a session I've ever had. 4 strong hits. What? like I don't know what's happening. The boss's luck is changing, man. Boss's luck is changing. All right, let's get these moves down. Gotta have everything recorded for the end of campaign read over. Secure in advantage. Strong. And then we did a delve the depths. And we got, I mean, they're all strong, but boss. And then we got to gather information. Gather info. Strong. We entered into the wood. The uncomfortable, claustrophobic, space. One that I will be happy to finally leave behind. The pine is everywhere. Mist covers the floor. It's hard to see where you're stepping to not trip over a root. I would not want to see what is crunching beneath my feet in this place up close. Alright? We finally broke past the thicket briefly to reveal an open moor. Upon it lay a creek fashioned in the symbol of a rune. Along its edge were many stones, more runes carved into them. We paused, and I searched the magic in this place. The river is unnaturally running up, or the water, because it's just a creek. The water is unnaturally running upstream, and the runes pulsate with protective magic. This way is a trap. We turn in deviation to take a new path. One, the protectors of this place will not expect. Perfect. Deviation. Right. First journal log. Done. Alright. Next, we got a strong hit on a second delve, so let's figure that out. I think we need to find a place to make a camp, because I want to get my spirit to the max. That would be good. Look at Boss surpassing my expectations. He is surpassing mine too, so this is interesting. So I get another opportunity. First, let's detail the location. Let's actually get a look at this. And let's do features. Please not. Please, yes, sweet. 53 overgrown path. That's what we're already on for sure. It's definitely an overgrown path. Let me give some. Let me give a little bit more detail. So we're continuing down the path. I think it's just this area is just like beyond this point, since we've gone off the preordained path that the Varuf set up for intruders. We're facing a different form of protection that this place has, which is it's just endless thick woods. It doesn't stop every step. So it's a situation where your feet begin to hurt and every step is uncomfortable because at no point is the ground even. And there's the mist and you're always afraid of tripping. There's a couple parts where you probably do trip, and like this is brutal on your feet, on your legs, on your body. It exhausts you to move through this, to not be able to see far enough in front of your face. If you've ever gone through a cornfield before, I've had this experience, not with my feet, but with mental exhaustion of not being able to see 10 feet in front of your face. There is an actual mental exhaustion to that, and not knowing what's going on, and waiting until you finally break the edge of the place that you're in and you can see. And it's such a relief. I used to run around cornfields when I was a kid. It's exhausting mentally, and I think because we're in a forest, I can imagine it's just exhausting physically. So let's give some detail to this, just like the thick path we've decided to choose for ourselves. This horrible, just like dense, untraversed forest. Let's just give like a descriptor. Oh yeah, it's totally wild. Are you kidding me? It's basically what we just described. It's literally just like an absolute, the wild thicket. I think that's what this next part is. 100%. I love this program. I'm just gonna say that right now. Like, this program is amazing. Get draw.io if you like flowcharts. The wild thicket. It's a given. It's a given. I don't know if this is autocorrect, so I might have spelled thicket wrong. If I did, I'm sorry. I think this should go this direction. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it's a forest. We're not going down as much as we're kind of going in and across, kind of thing. Yeah, like almost like up a little bit. Like, yeah, it's kind of cool. Okay, I like that. So we're moving through what is the wild thicket, and we get exhausted. But what's our opportunity that we see? Because that is that we're doing well. We're making our way through. So what is the opportunity that we receive for this situation? Hey, will this ever end? Just say, shut up. Just keep moving. And we're just like, my feet are very tired. When will we take a break? She says, when we find something. Keep your mouth shut and let's just keep moving. Alright, I'm trying. It's cutting through. She says, I think like a blade comes close and she's like, watch what you're doing with those daggers. Say, I'm sorry, I just can't see very far. And says, maybe you should come up front. And then she pushes me up and I say, this is much better. And I cutting through. What's our opportunity? So we did well. I want to take +1 on the next move for making a camp. And I think the opportunity we find is locate a secure area. Because I get to choose because it's a strong hit. Go to town, buddy. Yeah, like for real. It's like, yeah, just like cutting it forward. And I think we find a place finally that has flat ground. That isn't just an up or down hill situation. Isn't just bumpy ground, like just filled with roots because these trees, and I feel like all the trees in here are like both lush but also dried in many places because these trees are so close together that they're sharing roots. Like the root system in this thing is just insane, and you fucking know the Varu can like activate that root system and like sense the ground and shit. You know they can do that. So like this immense root system. We finally find a place where there isn't so much, and we're like stomping the ground and say, I think that this will work. And just winded, and Kataka just, it best be. Cut away some of these branches. Let's make camp. And I say, okay. And I start just cutting away. And with each cut, we can feel the trees shudder, like they're alive a little bit, like I'm hurting them. And I'm just kind of like a little uneasy about it. It's just this, we're rolling really well, so bad things aren't happening, but I think this theme of uneasiness, like we're not getting any of the haunted descriptors, but I think this place is very much alive beneath our feet. So we're going to take a we did find an opportunity, which is fucking awesome. And we get a +1 on this next roll. We're gonna go for a makey campy. Should we supply first? Can we supply? My next roll would be to resupply and then get a bonus to that. That would almost be better. We're gonna do that because we can max out here. And I think it's yeah, a situation we cut all this out and I say, well, this place looks good enough. Should we try to find food? She'll look and say, best we're going to find here is berries and trees. But it's better than nothing. Come, let us find some bushes. Hopefully, they will provide us with sustenance. I say, I didn't see any on the way in, but it's not worth... we were moving so fast, it's worth taking a second glance. Should we go back the way we came? And she's already walking that way. I say, alright, cool. Because it's already cut, so we might as well go back that way and start searching, just maybe not even a half mile, to look for fruit, for berries, for anything growing here that looks edible. And if we find an animal, great. But we're going to take a +1 to this situation. And the opportunity, technically the +1 is the opportunity that we're getting. No, we already did it. We found this open area. That is it. So the +1 would have been, I think the +1's to the make camp. I can't make that excuse. Let's just do the resupply as a basic. I know it says +1 to your next move, but fuck, am I not allowed to make this? I think I'm cheating here. Find an opportunity definitely says next move. Take action now. You and your allies may make a move. Yeah, we don't get to resupply. Let's just make a camp +1. Make a camp +1. It's lagging a little bit. Give it a sec. Come on, buddy. Is it? We're gonna do a test roll here. Did I fuck it up? I might have hit cancel. Oh, no, there it is. And camp. Weak. Not too bad. Choose one. Take a spirit. 100% take a spirit bonus. Absolutely. So, God, that was a rough bit there. Yeah, I should have been securing advantage with my take a moment to aim. I need to remember to do that shit. Man, I'm like almost bummed, and I'm saying this, and it's gonna jinx me, but I'm almost bummed that I'm not filling out more of my failure track. I really want that 8 slot. I really want that 8 slot before I roll. Don't worry, they're coming for me. I already know. Okay, so I think yeah, I think we just make a good camp in this situation. Let's change up the music just a little bit. Yeah, here we go. Cool. Thank you again, Dan Hine, for the wonderful music. Oh, we got a momentum because we did hit. I believe with the opportunity it just says as long as you get a hit, you get a momentum. Yep, cool. So we'll take a momentum. We got an extra spirit. We're actually looking a lot better. Like, Boss Bleed's actually in a lot better situation than some of my other characters, so that's nice. So yeah, we make camp, we get some actual rest. This place is a little spooky, but there's I think there's a natural to it, almost like being hugged by the woods, because it's so close on either side. It acts as kind of just a block for everything. Like, we know that we can't see anything outside, but nothing can see us in here. So there's that sort of safety to this area we've carved out for ourselves. And as long as nobody follows the path that we came, we're good. And we're watching that. We take shifts and get a good night's rest, feel good in the morning. Yeah, we've probably been traveling through this wood a good portion, because it took forever to get here. And traveling through this wood, making it as far as it is definitely nightfall. So we spend the night in the woods, and it's not creepy. That's nice. Excuse me for burping there. I'm feeling good about this one. Me too. I don't think it's too bad. We are. Oh yeah, we're fucking making it happen. All right, let's fucking wake up next morning. Let's delve. No reason to secure an advantage yet. Let's just delve the depths. Let's continue pushing our way. I've used wits, I've used shadow. I feel like I need to use edge, but what does edge imply? With haste. I don't know if we're moving with haste. I think it's wits again. I think it's just moving cautiously through the area, continuing to sort of push our way through. We're kind of past the shadow part of like taking the path less followed. I think now is just using our intelligence to navigate the uncharted way forward. So let's do it. There it is. There it is. We can burn for a weak hit. Kind of sucks to have to burn it for a weak hit. It's on a straight miss, reveal a danger. I feel like we've had it too easy. We've had it too easy, and I kind of want to... But have we? Have we? I feel like momentum is meant to be burned. We're gonna roll on the chart anyway. This is the tough part. I can go for a weak hit, but then there's still a possibility that I just fucking mess this up completely. It's wits. Which means if I do roll, I could mark progress twice and reveal a danger, which would be the best thing that ever happened. Mark progress and find an opportunity, take both. God, I don't know if it's one roll on a 1d100 makes it worth it. I feel like I'm just going to take this miss. I think we're just going to reveal a danger. Because I don't feel like it's worth losing my momentum on. Now watch this danger just fuck us up. And then, I gotta use it then. Oh, come. 100? So I would have rolled 100 if I would have gotten the roll. I can't believe this. Oh my god. If I would have burned it. This only happens to me. If I would have burned it, took the weak hit, rolled a 1d100 for wits, it would have come out as a fucking 100 and would have been mark progress, try it twice, reveal danger. The best possible move. That's what I get. That's what I get for inviting failure. Inviting it. I deserve... Now I almost feel artificial. Like it's not real. It's not a real fail. I put it on myself. No, it's real. I want to save my momentum. So roll twice more on the table. Both results occur. If they are the same result, make it worse. Fuck this. Okay. Neat. Everything was going too well anyway. Check the domain card for 40. You encounter a hostile denizen. Perfect. I'm excited about this. 40. So danger at 40. And we're definitely haunted. Path leads you astray. Oh, okay. No, this makes sense. Yeah, we're carving our way down, trying to make it to the, trying to make it out of this thicket, and it just completely completely, this is just the dense this dense forest, and it completely throws us off. Like, trying to navigate this is so difficult that we lose direction, and because we're not so much following a path as we're following a direction itself. And I don't know that because we don't know where the veil is. We're looking for another hint, another clue, some sign of them as we're pushing through this area. We get in some combat with a shaman. I think we might be. I think we're moving through, and we start to get to a thick area, and we hear. As we make through, we're pushing through everything. We're pushing back some of the branches, and there's that sort of natural sound of, as we push the branches back, they whip back and they hit each other and make that natural sound. And we stop for a moment to kind of get our bearings. And I think Kataka, we are lost. I cannot figure out. Remember, which way? She's pointing back. She says, I think I've lost north. We need to retrace our and as she says it, she stops, and we hear the thicket moving. And she kind of looks around, and I kind of look back, and I'm just kind of like, let's turn this down a little bit. And I'm just looking back, I'm like, what? It's a moving. And she puts it in her mouth and says, they would not be moving. They would have settled by now. And she's looking around, and we hear like just this fucking like of like the trees around us like moving, like the wind circling around us, the branches moving. I think the branches are moving in a way that there's wind, but there's no wind. We don't feel it. So the branches are moving on their own, which is super surreal. So they're moving in a way that there's wind, but yeah, there's no wind. We don't feel it. We don't. It's stagnant air in here, and we start to see some like shifting red and blue, like orangish red and blue lights sort of push their way through the breaks and cracks of the pine needles that we can see between them, the thick tree foliage. We can sort of see it wisping through, like it's causing the wind. And immediately Kataka just like gets her weapon out, and she says, we are being followed, and it looks like they found us. Ready yourself, boss. And she immediately just draws her axe down and like readies in this area. And boss immediately just sees what she sees, and he immediately starts to just cut away at whatever he can to open the area. And I think we're going in. I don't even know if we need to roll on the denizen thing. I think I like your idea, Pig. I like the idea of this being, as I've illustrated it, a shaman, one of the Varu shaman. And as it's sort of moving around us, let's make a foe, and sort of decide how difficult they are between troublesome and formidable. 3 being formidable, 1 being troublesome. Okay, dangerous. That makes sense. Actually fits the delve itself, being a dangerous delve. And yeah, let's get that. Progress. Boop. HIllwood Shaman. Dangerous. Oops. I made a wrong roll. It was a mistake. Yeah, we see, as I described, all the stuff wisping through, and we hear what sounds like a voice, a native, or not native, a foreign tongue, in sort of a deep voice, start to echo through, and it's not coming from a mouth. It is coming from the sounds of this sort of spirit moving through the pines. Like the sound of the creaking forms this language that we hear. And I think Kataka's immediately like, he is trying to cast a spell, we need to stop it. And it immediately, boss is just like, I just can't see it, it's there. And he looks, and we jump into the fray, and we can see it like forming in like different places. Like it's almost like broken up in different pieces. We can see it moving, and we can hear it casting some sort of horrible spell. And we are probably to get us more lost, or to trap us, or something terrible. or just kill us. Who knows? We're going to enter the... I'm going to enter the fray. Kataka is my narrative companion. Cosmetic companion. Since she's not really a companion card. It would be funny to make her a companion card. I would be... Can you do that? Can you make someone with you a companion? A companion asset? I mean, technically no, because their health. I mean, the health of a companion tends to be the same amount. You could just mark it as them. I don't think that works that way. That's fine. In any case, I digress. We are entering this fucking fight. So enter the fray. And I think it's wits, because we are definitely being surrounded here, and it's trying to, like, locate where this thing is and actually engage it before it gets off this spell. And depending on this roll, I think will dictate how much we know about this situation. Ooh, strong hit. Yes! Perfect. Take 2 momentum and you have initiative. Oh, I love it. 9 momentum. So we have initiative. We see the thing, and I think immediately, because Boss, I know I'm doing a lot for Kataka speaking here, but Boss doesn't have the same experiences as her, and I'm thinking of like what is this awesome advantage that we have to getting in. And I think she shouts out, she says, Varu have an ethereal space that they live in. You need to be able to rock them from it. Attack the space. Disturb the spirit. And you will find their flesh. And she just says this to me, like, right in my face. Like, this is how you fight fucking Spirit Varu. And she's probably done it before. And it's like, alright! And I'm immediately just, like, diving forward. And I'm going to probably stab at this place. I'm going to probably make a strike move with my, could I secure... I'm going to secure an advantage using my asset to aim. So secure an advantage by taking a moment to aim. Choose your approach and add +1. Trust my instincts plus wits and make +2 momentum on strong. I don't need that as much. Line up your shot, roll plus edge, and take 1 momentum on the hit. I'm just going to go for a wits roll because it's going to be higher and just take that extra momentum. So I'm trusting my instincts to like where this spirit is moving, and where this Varu Shaman spirit is floating to. So we're going to use our asset secure advantage, wits, and we're going to add 1. Whoa. Okay. Do we take this miss or do we burn for a weak hit? Just to get +1 momentum. It's rough for having as much as we do. I mean, I wanted those misses. I'm having trouble. Like, I really want to save my momentum for something better. Just losing this advantage on this strike isn't a total loss. I think, yeah, I think I know what happens. I think we burn momentum to make it a weak hit. Oh, wait, no. That was the opposite of what I want to do. What am I doing? No, we do not burn a momentum to take a weak hit. We take the miss. We're going to take the miss. Mostly because I want this, but also because narratively, I think we can make it work, and my momentum is precious. I would like to save it for something a little more critical than just a secure advantage for a +1 momentum. So we will pay the price. Let's see what the price is. Roll again and apply that result, but make it worse. Oh my god. If you roll this result yet again, think of something dreadful that changes the course of your quest and make it happen. Oh my god. Okay. Your action is an unintended effect. Yeah, I'm lining up to sort of take the shot. I roll again, but make it worse. Okay. I think I fucking... Well, you asked for it. I mean, I did. Did you mark that one as a miss? I did. I didn't mark that one as a miss. So far, I have 2. This one is a fake miss. So I've got this miss from Secure Advantage. I got this from Delta Depths. I asked for it. So yeah, this is what I get. Apply it and make it worse. So this is what sucks. Oh, geez, I got terrified. I was like, oh, follower. Sean! Hey, Sean Tompkin. Thanks for the follow, man. Thanks for making such a good game, by the way, Mr. Sean. I believe that's probably your Twitch. I can't imagine somebody else snagged your full name. Maybe, I don't know. But in any case, Sean Tompkin, thank you, friend, and thank you for the follow, and thank you for making such a great game. Hey, thanks for playing and sharing. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah, it's a good time. Yes. The unintended effect. I hold in my hand the dagger that's spitting and readying it. I see the sort of dark magic curling up on either side of me. I'm readying myself to push it forward, and I'm taking that moment to pause and trust my instincts, and I let my instincts take a little bit too much control. The legend himself appears. A wild Sean Tompkin. It takes at least an Ultra Ball to catch him, so... on the way to bed, but just stop by to say hi. Good luck to Boss Bleat. Seems like it's currently going as expected. Yeah, kind of, Sean. just a little bit. No reason to rub it in, but... we're figuring it out. So far, I started session 4 strong hits, and my misses are ones I chose to take because I didn't want to burn my precious momentum. But thank you for stopping by, super appreciate it, and you have an excellent rest, my friend. Gotta get that sleeps. Okay, so I trust my instincts too much to the point where I dive in and I trust the instincts of the shadow, and it fucking shakes me to the core. And I'm going to take, and I hate this, because I roll again and apply the result, but make it worse. I was going to just do a spirit hit for 2, which is a dangerous foe, but it's going to be a spirit hit for 4. So I'm literally lining up this shot. I got to double. I got to make it worse. It's literally like, trust my instincts. We're about to be attacked. We're surrounded by this sort of spirit shaman Varu. It's an intense moment. We're like surrounded by the forest too, and it's, yeah, oh no, for real, oh no. So like, it's immediately like tapping into the shadow completely, and it's just sort of letting the shadow instincts take complete control. And I'm going to endure stress in this moment, which is terrible. Heart, which is 1. You can do it, buddy. I don't want to be shaken. This is probably where we burn the momentum. No! What's a weak hit? I just press on. This was so not worth it. If I take a weak hit, I'm shaken, and I can't push my spirit up. It's so much worse. Ugh, I don't want this. What are ways of getting my spirit back up? I want to know if there is, like, a good way to immediately get my spirit back up, like, soon. Like, resupply doesn't do it. Just make camp, I think. Like, testing a bond would improve my spirit. I think it's the only other thing I can think about. You know what? I might as well write my epilogue right fucking now. Alright, so... I'm not, like, 100% sure if a weak hit is any better, because I don't even know when I'm going to get the chance to up my spirit again. I mean, I get another opportunity and make another camp. I just call it like a brief camp. Okay, that feels worth it. Not every camp I feel like has to be like a we go to bed for 8 hours, D&D 5th edition. We're gonna burn. We're gonna just press on, because I don't want to get locked into Shaken when we have no nearby settlements. Not even close. We just got it back up too. Yeah, I know. And all my misses previously were literally to avoid losing it, but you know, it's the funnel that you fall into. All right, so we've endured stress. We let the shadow sort of take over, and we're gonna make a strike. We still have... Oh, we don't have initiative. I just realized that. Fuck. Because every move you make in Ironsworn in battle dictates initiative, and it needs to be a strong hit. Ironsworn wanted to reclaim its good fortune. It did. So this is going terribly. So let's just do a clash then. because I think I've made enough fuck ups here that it's that they're coming after me. So I immediately like take in this darkness a little bit, and I focus in, and Kataka immediately looks over and she says, "Boss, not that much focus. Come back." And she's just like, "Boss, I need you with me here. We could get ourselves killed." And I'm just like, oh, you can see the darkness went over and say, "It's so strong, Kataka. It's so strong." And I can see the darkness just coming in. I have to use it. And yeah, I think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna Shadow Walk. I think I'm gonna Shadow Walk and then Clash. Yeah, we'll see if we can turn this around. Roll plus Shadow on a strong hit, take +1 momentum. Then, I mean, if I dip in, I gotta use it. Reroll any dice in the next move. On a weak hit is above, but the shadows lead you astray. Okay, just a Shadow roll. Just a Shadow roll. It's every fight, man. Like, that's what he's got. At this point, the Black Iron is having a field day. Absolutely. They're just like, it's just like, I've got you now. You're mine. Yeah. Shadow. Roll plus Shadow, weak hit. So I get what I want, but the Shadow leads me astray. What does that mean? That means I get a +1 momentum. That means I get to reroll any dice one time when I make a move, ambushing, hiding, or sneaking. On a weak hit, as above, but the shadows lead you astray. I must face danger to find my way. I think we can just sort of see inside from Boss's perspective as this thing sort of cackles and like laughs as it's sort of voicing a sound. It's the trees screeching that we're hearing. The branches move and churn, but it's forming this sort of like screech as we can hear its arcane words rippling through. And I can't like you see like that red sort of vision, like trying to, or like dark vision, like it's like black and white looking in like his eyes, and it's like trying to locate the where the ethereal is, and face danger to not, I think, effectively hurt Kataka instead. I think that's the situation because she's the only other one in this area, and I feel like she's the only other one at risk other than a couple of trees. You know, like if the shadows lead me astray, and the process of what I'm doing is trying to hone in on this thing to attack. The failure here is I hurt Kataka instead. So let's face danger. What do I face danger with? Heart. I hate that it's heart, but it's heart. It's literally yeah, heart is charm, loyalty, courage. I feel like it's heart to not let it take over me so much that I can't dictate friend from foe. That to have the loyalty of knowing who is at my side and who is my friend and who's my enemy. Oh, my skull after this fight. Oh, my bond. I know. This will be the test of bond. So it's heart, which is a terrible thing for me, but, you know. Yeah, okay, Pig, you're on to something. When I roll my +1 stats, it's so weird. It's really hard to get rid of the ingrained, like, D&D or just regular like roll like D20 tabletop games to get out of the space of the best number is the best. Like the highest number is the best. But the number difference is so small in Ironsworn that it's just not really a factor as much as you want it to be. So yeah, we face danger. We take a momentum. And I told you, Shadow has a chaotic stat for boss. It is, and it just because it's a 3 doesn't mean. I mean, it's nice, but it feels secure, but it's super not. It's like super not, because more so in this game than your action die, the challenge dice really dictate what happens, which is where most of the chance lies. Like, it's nice to get those bonuses, but they don't always secure it, which is cool. It's part of the game, which is really fun. Okay, so then we are going to make our we got a strong hit, so we can make a strike. So we've got the shadow. It's kind of enveloped in us, and Kataka's saying, "Do not let it take you." And I say, I just have to control it for long enough. And I can use its power to kill this thing. And I just strike forward, and I'd say, I am of right mind, Kataka. Just let me concentrate. And I push forward and use the darkness. The darkness. One bit of hair on one side of my face. And we're gonna strike. We're gonna strike with iron. I feel like it's iron. I feel like I'm lunging. God damn it. I hate that it's not iron. I really should put. I gotta get out of that. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's one stat. It doesn't matter. And I think he immediately like just shoots it forward as fast as possible to like cut at the visage, following at the spirit, following what Kataka said, that if we strike it correctly, we can rip it out of this sort of arcane form. Or boss re-rolling a 9 or 10 and making it a complication on the action dice. Yeah, could be. We never know. Rolling a 9 and getting hit with double tits. That happens. So we're just gonna roll with edge. And yeah. Okay, so I get to re-roll dice. Any dice I want. I rolled a 4 on this. Let's re-roll the 8 first. Very nice. Let's re-roll the 6. Still 6. So a weak hit. That's fine. I really think I can beat a 2 here. So I'm gonna take a chance. If I roll a 1, I'm fucked. But let's see. Oh! I re-rolled my action dice and got a 6. That means I beat both. I got a 7. Alright, strong hit. I inflict a harm. I inflict +1 harm, and I retain initiative. Oh, fuck. This is awesome. We've done so much description, I might just fucking kill this guy. Okay. We immediately get 6 here, because it's every harm is a dangerous mark. So 1, 2, 3. We immediately get 6. I wonder if I should try to finish the fucking, like, fight right now with a 6. I still have initiative. I wonder if I should be safe about it. Anyway, let's describe what happened. So I lunge it forward, and it just, like, I shoot it forward into the woods, and it pierces right into where we could just sort of see the light from the spirit, and all of the branches rip back, and we can see it in its hole as it struck, and we can see the magic of my dagger cutting into him as it's pushing forward, just sort of the shadow magic of the black iron hitting this. It's like dark and light kind of situation, hitting this sort of swirling ethereal light that's kind of formless, and we can just sort of see the face of a wolf kind of rippling inside of it. That's delicious damage. Yeah, it is. And as it strikes, we can hear an actual howl, like a wolf howl, and it strikes in the center. The visage goes from being formless to the face of a wolf, and we can hear it just sort of howling in pain, as I can see that though my dagger's disappeared into the sort of the veil of the spirit, it kind of comes out, and the blade is right in its shoulder. It's like coming out of it almost like it's a portal kind of situation, like it's been struck. We see blood coming down it, and we see this varg for the first time. It's sitting on its hind legs. Its legs are almost longer than you would expect, covered in what looks to be like bandages or like I would say like leather wrappings or something. Not leather, probably bark wrappings of some kind. And we would see its face, obviously that of a canine or a wolf, and we would see its hair is just matted, but in each of the mats are just like decorative beads inside of it. And as it comes out, I think it has what looks to be like bone fragments like sticking out of its arm that look like they've been sort of like imbued, almost like people who put like metal bits in like their for like piercings and stuff. So we see these like bone piercings on its arm that probably look like they've been implemented, and we just see this very unique looking wolf-like tribal creature kind of like pour out just and just like as it pulls out, it just lets out this just horrible, horrible cry at us in pain, and we can see its eyes almost like feral, and the mist behind it like sucks up inside of it, and then it's only visible inside of its eyes, and we can see sort of the swirling spirit void inside of it, because the magic is still with it. We've just launched it out, and it like looks at us with those eyes and just like lets its canines back and speaks in a language we do not understand, and probably says something along the lines of a war cry, "You don't belong here," or something like that. But I don't think we know what it is, and it's just Yasuno Dula, and it just moves forward at us and lunges. And I think we got a strike and a strong hit, turning that around with our shadow. I think we're going to just we're just gonna fucking strike again. As it lunges forward, I think it's just gonna be a straight iron strike, like right to it, like using its momentum against itself. And I think like depending on how this goes out, we'll illustrate Kataka in here. So we'll do iron. No. Okay. Not good. Super duper duper bad. So So strike goes poorly. Attack fails. Pay the price. Plus a complication. So let's figure out what to pay the price is. Something of value is lost or destroyed. What of value is lost or destroyed? She busts up my dagger. Another one enters the fray. Well, I think my dagger, it's a complication. I think she breaks my fucking dagger. Like, I think because I pulled it out and I'm moving forward to lunge it back, and I think I'm just saying I think it's female, and I think she grabs my arm as I go to lunge forward and peel back, and she twists it. And the dagger falls out of my hand, and she grabs it in one paw and immediately hisses at the look of iron, and it kind of like burns in her palm for a moment, like it reacts to touching Firstborn, and she just fucking grasps her hand around it and fucking shatters the blade, just fucking shatters it completely, and we can see her magic like coming forth to do that, and it just breaks my fucking blade. No, a flying stabby stab. I know I'm gonna have to either fix it or get another one or do something, but she breaks it, and my eyes widen. I say, mine. What the fuck? And I just say, Kataka, kill this thing. And it crushes my blade completely. Fuck. Not good. Not good at all. And it just growls at me. And yeah, it uses its magic to completely break my iron. How do we fight now? We will probably check for gear and see if we have anything we can fight with, and we only get we only do 1 harm instead of the normal 2. So right now our dagger's super broken. Fixing it would probably be a task that we can't do. So there's a chance that Kataka might have something. We'll figure it out. Kataka's covered in iron. I'm sure she's got a big blade or a big axe. Maybe we'll figure it out. Right now, it makes sense. Something of value is lost or destroyed. It's a complication. It would be the thing of most value. My iron. Fuck. You know, like super fuck. Or I think I can probably, I think I need iron to be able to use the magic that I have. So rough for the time being. I don't know if I can probably use the shadow step, but I don't think I can use it for fighting. Can we turn some of the black iron into a blade then? We could, but I don't have any of the black iron. The black iron is in the blade, which is shattered on the ground right now. We would probably see that the black iron, maybe it heals itself over time. Maybe that kind of thing. The black iron is still very present in the blade and in my veins. It's more in my veins than in the blade itself. The blade is a conduit, so I think the black iron is in me. I don't know if it would form a blade. It could. That could be something cool. We might be able to see what that looks like. But let's figure out how this situation goes, because I think we're clashing against this thing now that my blade is completely Completely fucked. And we're just going to clash, and it's probably going to be with iron. And I think, oh yeah, I mean, we can't really clash. It's like your foe has initiative, and you fight them in close quarters. We need to see if we have anything. So let's do a check gear real quick. Roll plus supply. Let's see if we have anything that can harm this thing. I only have 3, I believe, but check your gear. Let's see if I have it. Wits improviser. I don't have that. Oh, by the way, that was a miss. I need to mark progress on that. Ooh. Check your gear. Weak hit. You have it, but your resources are diminished. Take +1 momentum and suffer 1 supply. Oof. What do I find? Like, what do I have on me? Or what does Kataka throw me? Let's ask the Oracle. Alright. I think it is unlikely that she throws me an iron weapon. There's a chance that she might have one on her. Like a boot blade or an arrowhead or something. I think if is unlikely that it's something iron. Is it iron? It is. Oh my god, it is. Yeah, I think she just immediately, as she just shatters, say, Kataka, my iron, and I turn, and it's like got me right there, and it's like right in my face. And I think Kataka like pushes in, shoves us apart, kind of situation, gets between us, and immediately like pulls like just a real small little blade out and throws it on the ground next to me, like right out of like a cuff sleeve kind of thing, and says, "Make use of that, little man. If you do not want to lose your life." She lunges in and starts attacking at this thing. And I think I'm going to try and, I'm going to try and clash against this thing. Maybe she throws you a blade she got from fighting those giants from earlier. Yeah, something she picked up from the fight. Yeah, totally, from the blacksmith fight with the giants. I think she has just like some sort of boot dagger or something that she found in the battle. But it's coming from her cuff sleeve, and I think it's a clash that we're loading down here, because I didn't do so good. So let's do this. Iron, yeah, she lunges in right next to it. And I lunge in with her, but it's not so much us lunging in; it's the shaman just like ripping away at us, and then like starting to get some of its magic back. And like sort of skipping different places, so it would like come up and like attack Kataka. She'd have to defend, and it would immediately like move through. You'd see some of that mist, and then it comes towards me, and I have to defend myself as it lunges at me as well. I think it's just these big monstrous claws that are ripping into us, and I think there's like parts where she's like turning the claw into spirit form, and then like moving it past the blade to like hit and stuff, like to like get past stuff, like being translucent and ethereal and passable in points can be very, like, that's how she fights, and like she uses it to her advantage. So let's do a clash. Oh no, you're outmatched. Yeah, I like immediately try to like lunge, like stab out at it, just like use its momentum coming at me to shove the blade in, and it just like moves from behind, and it probably just rakes into me immediately. Like I think it's just like putting that sort of spirit form claws already into my back and then forming. Yeah, shamans are scary. So I think like it moves, and it's just like, but every time it like moves, it's like part spirit, part like the pines moving through. And mark, absolutely, we're at 8. Learn from our failures is a soon to be thing. Probably next session, but. And I think, yeah, she just rips into me, and I take 2 damage. As like where she forms, she's already got her claws in my back. I'm just and probably, yeah, immediately like right into my back, and we need to endure harm plus health. I didn't want this many misses. Oh no. Okay, I marked it. On a miss, you suffer 1 momentum. If you're at 0 health, you must be... Okay, so it's just... We just lose the momentum. Ugh. That's rough. That's rough. God! Okay, this is where the classic boss bleak comes in. Normal. Normal. I won't journal all this because journaling a fight is redundant. I'm just going to say the results of the fight at the end as I usually do. The result being, you died. I'm going to try and face danger and not be like ripped apart here. I want to involve Kataka because she's in on this fight. I think I'm going to face danger with Iron. Was Iron strength or endurance? I don't know. I think it's wits. I think it's gonna be wits, expertise, insight, or observation. Get out of the way. Basically, get away from this foe. Like get some steps on them. I think is the best thing. Get some distance between me and them, and allow Kataka to engage from melee while I do so at a distance. Face danger, weak hit. Succeed, but face at a troublesome cost. I think we take a momentum hit. I think Kataka is overwhelmed. I think we see her. I think we see as I dive back, and I think I like roll and move forward. I probably like shadow step a little bit to like get out of the way, so do my own little like transportation. But no longer being near, Kataka is the only foe, and she's definitely taunting it in, and she's just taking a bashing here. Like this thing is like moving around, hitting her in different places. We see pieces of her armor get cut up, and things aren't looking good. And I think she'd yell, "Boss, get back in here! Don't leave me!" And it's she's not happy. And I think I'm going to attempt. So it's still weak hit. Your foe's initiative, you fight them in close quarters at volley at range. I think it's a volley at range. They have initiative, shoot at an advancing foe, and it's moving, and I think I call for it forward because I don't want it to hurt Kataka, and I think that's where I lose the momentum. I'm going to say, "Hey, stupid beast, over here! I am your target. I am the one who hurt you." And it just immediately moves through, and I'm going to clash again. God, I think I'm gonna try to secure advantage. I think I'm going to kind of kick up the. God, do I just try to end this shit? Today I learned not to get into a fist fight with a shaman. Yeah, I don't know if I need that last hit. I think I'm pushing too much for it. I think we just need to end the fight. On a miss, you have lost the fight. Pay the price, though. That's the worst thing. That's interesting, though. That's interesting. I think I try to end the fight. I know we can't like keep going like this. He's ripping up Kataka. He's ripping up me. I can't end the fight. I don't have initiative. I need to gain initiative first. I forgot about that. So we can't even end the fight. I'm gonna try to secure an advantage then. I fucking ground my feet into the dirt. I get a tree right behind me because I don't want her to fucking zoom up right behind me. I get my back to a tree so I can see her, and I get my feet planted into the dirt. And I think this is a wits secure advantage for sure to basically tactics against my foe. Weak hit's not bad. +1 momentum is okay. Back to 4, and it's coming right at me. I'm gonna clash. Let us use iron. I think would be the best bet. God. These are why fights are so dangerous. Pay the price. I don't even know if I need to roll. I think I just endure harm. I know I just got roll again, apply worse. I rolled it. Alright, roll again. A person or community you care about is exposed to danger. Oh no! Oh no! She takes Kataka out of the fight. She doesn't kill her. But I think they're exposed to danger. Not killed, exposed to danger. But I roll again and apply that result, but make it worse. It's worse. Worse than exposed to danger is just taken out completely. So as I'm like grinding in, I try to get this thing's attention. I try to pull it towards me, and it moves at me, but as it does and I'm preparing myself, it completely throws me off. The spirit that's moving forward to me wasn't even it, and it immediately takes that moment to basically execute style fucking super wound Kataka and just put her on the ground. I thought this was dangerous. Every fight, depending on your rolls, can be lethal. So I think the Shaman is just messing us up, and I think Kataka is out of this. I can't theme her anymore. I can't put her in. She is on the ground bleeding, and I need to get to her for a heal, or bad things are going to happen here. So this thing, yeah, immediately just takes her out of the fight. I think she'd just be. I don't think I'm going to kill Kataka I feel like it's not fair to have her die without Josh being here. So at the very worst, I think she'll just be critically wounded. Josh will not be amused. No, he won't. She will be at worst critically wounded. If I can heal, it'll be less. But oh, this is not us. This is wrong. Okay, I knew it was wrong. Cool. This is 1 hour dark and powerful. Cool. We gotta finish out this fight, man. My stream's over. We gotta finish this fight. So yeah, that didn't go well. That didn't go well, even with a secure advantage. God, I think I see her go down and I just fucking lunge forward. I think it's just a clash. I think we just clash. I see her go down and I see her like going for the kill kind of thing. I think it's a situation where she moves and like she's moving, like it looks like she's coming towards me, but then she's not. It dissipates, and as it dissipates, like I'm getting ready and I lunge forward and I just hit dust, just the spirit mist, and as it spreads, I see her full hand, almost like fucking Goku Dragon Ball Z style, like right through her gut in spirit form, and then form, and like, and she takes that fucking horrible wound, and you see her eyes, just blood, and she drops, and I was like, Kataka, no! And I lunge forward. And it's just a clash. It's just iron. That's what we needed. That's what we fucking needed. That is what we needed. And we see our friend go down, and it's too much. This is a little iron dagger. I still think it's only one, so we're only taking 2 hits here, but that's enough for a finisher. That's enough for a finisher. We got a strong hit. Finish the fight. Weak. What's that mean? Inflict harm, but then pay the price. Your foe has initiative. Oh wait, no. End the fight. Weak hit as above. Victory is short-lived. You suffer a collateral damage. You pay for it. Objective falls out of reach. You are marked for vengeance. Others won't forget. I think I know what happens here. But you must choose. I think it is you are marked for vengeance. I think we've made our decision about what we're going to do with these Varu. I think diplomacy's off the table at this point. I lunge forward and if I could just do I think it's just like a trick knife situation. Like it's small enough that as I lunge forward, I'm able to maneuver it. And I think what it expects is for me to come in for melee and like get me, but I think I like dive under its feet and I stab straight up, and it goes like right, and I like shoot it straight up. I like move the metal. And I surprise it because it thought that, it already broke the thing that I was able to move with my mind. Thought the magic was gone, but the magic wasn't in the blade. The magic is in me. And I lunge it forward and it goes right up through the head. And we see like pieces. It looks down, and we see the spiritual mist in its eyes start to like bleed out, and it says something again we don't understand. Utaru Ganwaru. And it just like looks down at me like shaking, and then we see the rest of it start to like as the spirit stuff like bleeds out of its eyes, it like turns it to mist, and we see the pieces of it start to fade away, but then we see it like travel. Like we didn't kill it, we wounded it. Like it went right through, but it's retreating. We've heard it, and I think I just Kataka, and I just crawl over to Kataka. I'm going to attempt to heal, and it's going to be probably the last move. This shaman was well-known one in the tribe. And with this one dead, it's a fight on site. Then yeah, I think it's going. I don't think it's a lot. This is a situation. I don't know if it's gonna live from its wounds, but it's gonna live enough to make the vengeance thing mean something. It's gonna go back to the Varu and explain basically, and that'll fuck us for diplomacy. So I think this is gonna be a go in and hurt. So it could die of its wounds. With which point makes it even worse for us because then they know and they died, and it's like at the very least, if they would have died here, we could like hide the body, whatever. Like worst case scenario, it gets away, probably is gonna die where it gets, and then we're fucked. So I'm going to immediately roll over to Kataka, pull some bandages out of the bag, and say, it's not so bad, and I'm going to heal wits. Weak hit. As above, but I suffer 1 supply or 1 momentum. That's fine. We'll take a momentum hit. It just takes some time. The wound isn't like a full fucking Dragon Ball Z hole in her chest. I think the magic itself rended her insides kind of thing, and we can see that there's like a nasty wound in the outside. But it's internal, which sucks. I think there's more damage on the surface, and yeah, we get wrapped around, and she's having a little bit of trouble breathing. She says, "You did a good job, but you should not have backed out. We need to stay together in our fights." And I think this is the test of the bond. Actually, yeah, is it? I think it is. I think we heal her, but I think this is the test of bond to dictate how she feels here. So I think we're going to test the bond. It makes sense to me. Test bond. No real bonus. I don't believe a bonus is required. I think we just test the bond. Weak hit. Your bond is fragile, and you must prove your loyalty. Envision what they ask of you, and do it. Or swear an iron vow. If you refuse or fail, clear the bond, pay the price. I think I know what she says. I think she says, "My wound, it's deep. I will not be able to help you fight. I will be able to help you somewhat traverse this place, but I need time to rest. If we face them again, you will have to face them alone. You need to give me time to heal." And I say, "Is this really worth it?" She says, "We are not giving up on this." She looks at him, and I think she says, "That dagger, you could make something of it." I pull up the pieces of mine. I say, "I might be able to use the shards or something, but it won't be the weapon it was." She'll say, "All right then." She pulls off her axe, gives it to me, and looks at me, and she says, "If you break this axe, I will break you." I look at it, like tentative, like whether or not I'm going to take this axe. And I say, "I have to. If I fail, I'll clear the bond." So I say, "There's a lot you're trusting me." He says, "I'm trusting you with my life. Though it's against my better judgment, I don't have a choice. You will use this to slay them." I say, "All right, Kataka." I grab it. I feel the weight of this thing. Can I decide that? I can. Just because Josh isn't here doesn't mean I can't make this decision. It's the narrative of kind of what it is. Envision what they ask of you. We've already established that she's wounded. We've already established that she can't fight right now. I think she hands me the axe. And I think it's a situation of this is the struggle with Kataka. It is a situation where many times Kataka could have left Boss's side and should have, but she has stayed. She has stayed through all of his multiple failures, and we've built this character as one who gets mad at Boss and upset with him every time he fails because it tends to be a detriment to her. but we continue having Kataka with boss. And I think it's kind of the nature of Ironsworn. Failures happen, and your failures don't just affect you, they affect your allies, your companions in assets, and your allies as friends. And I think that's true to real life kind of thing. And this situation isn't one that Kataka is happy about. But the only other thing is we could leave. And we've already established, Josh confirmed. And it's also the struggle of having Josh not be able to always be in these co-op games. At a certain point, I have to illustrate Josh's character. I can't always ask Josh if it's okay and stuff. So at a certain point, the character, unfortunately, because of scheduling stuff, belongs to me as much as it belongs to him. So these are decisions I have to make for moves, and I think it makes sense. I think it makes narrative sense. And I see you already said okay. So, but cool. We are we're moving forward with that. I think we see her hand him his axe, and she says, "If you break this axe, I will break you." If anything happens to this axe, we're probably losing Kataka. Which unfortunately also wouldn't be a choice of Josh unless he's there. But I think we would be losing we would be losing Kataka if anything happens to this axe. But she's also dead set on this mission happening. We lose the bond if we stop this mission, because this is a huge mission for her. It means a lot to save this baby. And if anything happens to this axe, or if we're unable to actually succeed, things go bad. So yeah, that's the scenario I think we're dealing with here, which is interesting. And I think that's the last scene that we see. And let's journal. Let's do a journal and end it there. I think most of this was a fight. So I think so it's literally do or die. It is. But I think we just rolled really poorly that fight. Really poorly. And if Josh comes back and is able to play next session, we will illustrate what happened. I think if a fight happens, he's going to have to roll like face dangers and aids to like help me, but like I've got his axe right now, and I think Josh will be into this. I think he'll be into the situation because it puts more stress on Boston. That's Josh's favorite thing. So if he'll be able to play his character, we'll illustrate them with a wounded mark. We'll give them the wounded mark, or whatever the one is that's just not maimed but wounded, and he'll love it. We'll give him the wounded mark, put him at 0, and he'll have to illustrate things differently. And I think that'll be fun, because Kataka could still help move and stuff, but she's in no position to fight because she's wounded. So, and she might have to, which is the thing. Like if Boss goes down, he might have to pick it up and fight with a wounded character, which is cool. Let's hope Boss doesn't poke an eye out with her axe. Yeah, I know. It's like this. It's like almost the size of him, but he's gonna move it with his magic, which is cool. So our last move, we only have 2 things. That's cool. Gather info was our one there. It's all the way. Where was it? Oh yeah, here's my session. Okay, here we go. Yep. Gather info was the last one, and then we delved the depths. Yep. Strong. We did a make camp. I'm gonna have to learn from my failures here in the forest. Like I need it. Weak. Make camp weak. Oh my god, I just had a really good idea. Oh no. If I learn from my failures and get enough XP, I don't want to do this because I want to spend it somewhere else, but it's narratively makes sense. Get enough XP to get an asset for the axe. And then we share the axe asset. And then when we fight, I can illustrate moving the axe moving the axe between us. That would be really cool. That would be really cool. Oh, like learning from the failures is like accepting the responsibility of protecting Kataka's life, like being in this position where I have to help her. It almost makes sense. I don't want the axe. I don't want the axe asset, but I might have to take it. It would be kind of cool though. All right. So, my next move was delve the depths again, and it was poor. Delve the depths, and it was a miss that we kept. And then Oh yeah, we already did the fight. Yep, and then there was a fight. Success at a cost. And then our last moves were heal, weak, test, bond. Test bond would be weak. Did I get anything else from the test bond? I'll make it. Then do it. Okay, so I don't get spirit or momentum. Okay. That sucks. I want that. Alright. Description. We ventured further. Down the, down the wild path. We found a place to sleep. We found some safety within the walls of this thick forest. We woke the next day, moving forward. This place is eerie. It always feels like something's right behind you. Even when there isn't. Oh, what the fuck? Did this fuck up? Alright, apparently fucked up. Fight. Success. Yeah, what happened to those? Oh, they went over here. Put them in the wrong place. Okay. X. This is where this is supposed to go. There we go. Sure. Oh, I went 2 different places. What the fuck? Alright, where was my session start? Don't know why I derped on that. Delve. Weak. No, this was a strong, and then it was make camp. Yep. Make camp. Weak. Alright. Even if there isn't. As we pushed forward into the blinding pines, we paused for a moment, lost. The moment we realized this, though, we began to see the pines move without wind. And we knew we were being stalked. From the dark tears in the wild around us, we saw moving with the speed of the wind, a spirit. It's a shaman. Prepare yourself. Kataka barked at me as it wisped around us. I could hear its arcane incantation creaking from the churning branches. Wisped. I don't know, it's not a word, I guess. We had to stop it before its curse would lay us low. Our battle was quick, swift. The creature phased in and out as its magic rippled. Our strikes brought it back to the world of the living. But only momentarily. An elusive foe. Kataka was struck down. And oh, the battle's quick, swift. I let the shadow take me. The creature phased in and out as its magic rippled through, and our strikes brought it back to the world of the living, but only momentarily. An elusive foe. Kataka was struck down. And in this moment, I took advantage of the creature's bloodlust. Slipping under its guard. Enough to land a critical blow. Its form dissipated. Wounded, but not killed. Much like my companion, who survived her injuries. Unable to move forward in battle, she entrusted me with her axe on penalty of my life. I took the deal. There is no turning back now. With these Varu, the wounded one will go back, and they will be ready for us. But we will bring our full force and fulfill this vow. A child will be avenged tonight. Okay? Yeah. Fuck yeah. Alright. That is it. When we get back, push forward into the delve. Find Varu. Kill. If Josh is present, Kataka is at 0 HP and wounded. He's gonna hate me for that. He won't actually. He'll love it. He'll be like, ooh yeah, dramatic. And all right, great session. Hell yeah. The only other thing I have to write down here is gosh, what's it called? Oh yeah, roll failure. We should do it next time. I think we should. I think it should be done. Roll failure, question mark. I think it should be done, and maybe I take the axe. It'd be nuts. Okay, cool. That is our session. Good session 10 for Boss Bleat. It's episode 11, but it's session 10 for Boss Bleat. Super good. What happens if you miss the roll? I still get experience, but I don't learn from it. Yeah, Marka, learn from your failures is you get experience no matter what, but if you get a strong hit, you get 3 experience. Clear all progress and choose one. Adjust the approach. Discard a single asset, and then you can take a 2 experience for each marked ability. And I might do that. Just because Fortune Hunter really hasn't benefited me, and taking 2 XP from Fortune Hunter would be sweet. And then I would have 3, 4, 5. I would have 6 XP. I could get 2 new assets. That would be sick if I got a strong hit. Weak hit, you learn from your mistakes and get 2 experience. Oh yeah, this is Swear an Iron Vow, re-roll any dice, make an oath, ready your steps. This is from the strong hit, make 3 momentum. Weak hit, you get 2 experience, miss, you get 1, and then envision how you set off on an ill-fated path. God, I would be the one to fucking roll this and get a miss with a complication and just be like, you know what? Boss Bleat's gone. Like, goodbye. Like, Boss Bleat gives into the darkness. It's over. That would be me. Oh man, I'm at an 8 right now too. This 1 is a bummer that I lost it. Like a 9 would be even better, but like, come on, it would be pretty. 8's pretty good. I feel like I could roll it, and if I roll it and succeed, I'm gonna totally ditch Fortune Hunter because it just hasn't helped me. He gets banished to the Shadow Realm permanently. I would ditch Fortune Hunter because I feel like the Shadow one's good to keep. I might, instead of ditching the Fortune Hunter, I might ditch Archer because it really didn't fit my dude. Like, my dagger throwing was cool, but I had to really, like, turn it. I might ditch Archer and then take Axe and then something else. Maybe, like, another shadowy thing. I have to be corrupted to take the other shadow thing. So, we'll see. Who knows? It would be really cool to get full corrupted and take the shadow dance thing, or be Shadowkin. That's what I know. But I can keep playing and just be Shadowkin. It's just I'm like super not like good, not like great anymore. I'm like half boss. At that point, it would be two characters, half boss, half the shadow. It's Ironsworn for you. Exactly. But very cool. I don't think we're missing anything else. I think that's a good place to close it out. Thank you again, Pig, for stopping by. Super appreciate you jumping in on all these games, man. It's fun to have you here, 100%. I appreciate you. Oh, and I'm gonna do something here, really quick, that I've been meaning to do before you go. Before you take off for the night, I just want to do a thing really quick. Okay. Oop. First, I'm gonna add you as a friend on here, which is cool. And what's your name? Right here. Cool. Hoop. We're gonna go into here. Dashboard. I believe this is where I want to be. Where is... there's got to be a way to do this. Account settings. Twitch Prime, channel and videos. I'll have to look up how to do it. I'm going to make you a mod. Because you're in here all the time. And you're super positive and super good. And I want to make you a mod so that if you're in one of these streams and somebody comes in and they're being a jerk, you can get rid of them. So I'll make you a mod, man. I got to figure out how to do it. I'll probably do that off stream so I don't keep you forever because they've got a new interface that I'm not used to anymore. But we'll jump in and make you that. I'll just do it right after this. But again, thank you for your time. Thank you for showing up. I super appreciate it. The man himself showed up too. Yeah, it was super cool that Sean Tompkin dropped in. That's super appreciate that. But yeah, thank you to anyone else who may have stopped by and is watching. Super appreciate it. If you're watching this on YouTube or on the Ironsworn Discord, super appreciate you stopping by, man. Thanks for hanging out. It was a good time. Hell yeah. And I will see you all for Saturday. We'll be streaming some video games. I want to get doing that again. Oh look, Animal Crossing right in the corner. There it is. So you should see me Saturday night for some games. Don't know what I'm going to play. Probably something free. Always free. Money's tight right now, so gotta keep with those free Epic games. So we'll play something cool, and it should be a good time. But yeah, catch me then 11 o'clock at night, and we'll see you next week for Ironsworn. All right, take care. Bye.